Hello, welcome to another special edition of AnjuliTV. I'm Anjuli Velazquez. I'm going to continue my Buffy reviews, but this one is a little bit different because this is going to cover both Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4 and Angel Season 1. I decided to do it this way because, especially this year, there are some crossovers, so I thought it was best to watch them together and just go ahead and review them together. So, starting with Buffy Season 4. Oh, I have a question though. For both Buffy and Angel, does anyone know, is it supposed to be in widescreen or not? Like, I watch Buffy on Netflix because I don't have them on DVD yet, and the first 3 seasons obviously are not on widescreen, they're full screen, and then you get to Season 4 of Buffy and Season 1 of Angel, and then all, like the rest of them are all in widescreen. Now I ask this because I would assume if Netflix is showing it in widescreen that it's supposed to be in widescreen. But I see a lot of things that you're not supposed to see, like at the end of this episode I'll show some of the pictures that I took where you can, see the camera or you can see people holding up a set, and it's like, you're definitely not supposed to be seeing that, so I was just wondering if anybody knew whether or not we're supposed to be watching it this way. But anyway, we start Buffy Season 4 with the freshmen. Why aren't Buffy and Willow already rooming together from the beginning? I mean, when you go to college with your best friend and you have to live in a dorm, I'm pretty sure most people would already be living with their best friend. Now, I get it because, this episode and then the next one, it's like Buffy and a roommate thing, but still. Also, at the end, we get our first glimpse of the initiative. Living conditions is the next one. She has quite the annoying roommate. I mean, she really is, which obviously is the whole point of that episode, but this is also when Buffy meets Parker, who I hate that kid. And also Veruca and Oz first see each other, kind of starting that whole storyline. The harsh light of day is next. And Harmony is now a vampire, and Spike is back. It really sucks seeing Buffy all whiny and way too into Parker. I just can't wait for her to get over it, because this is so not like Buffy. I mean, I completely understand when you go to college, you make some mistakes like that, but really, I mean, come on, Buffy, like, she just needs to get over it. Next is Fear Itself, a Halloween episode. I love Halloween, so I love when Buffy has Halloween episodes, which is on all the even-numbered seasons. I actually like Riley. I know a lot of people don't like him, but at least in this season, I like him for Buffy. I think that he's a good guy, Beer Bad is next. I know a lot of people don't like this episode either. It's funny, it's still Buffy. No, it's not the best episode, but it is still entertaining. And except Buffy's Parker fantasies. Come on, Buffy, seriously. Already. Get over it already. Oh yeah, this Oz and Veruca thing is weird too. Like, I know that Seth Green needed or wanted to leave the show, so like this was his way out, but I don't like it. It was weird. Wild at Heart is next. Spike returns to Sunnydale, and I hate that Veruca. I mean, I know everybody does because that's the whole point. But it still sucks, his exit, and I feel so bad for Willow. I mean, it's so heartbreaking, Willow. Something Blue. It's a funny episode because Willow does a spell to have her will done, and Buffy and Spike are engaged, which is really funny because it's gross. The I in Team. It was quite disgusting how Professor Walsh was watching Buffy and Riley having sex. I mean, I know it's like the initiative and the government and everything, like always keeping an eye on you, but that was just, that part was really gross. Oh yeah, kind of a side note, but if you ever notice, like if you're in Buffy and Willow's room, they have locks on the outside of their closets. Like, what is the point of that? Because anybody can unlock it and open it, close it and lock it again, so you're really not keeping anything safe locked in there. This year's girl, Faith, wakes up from her coma and, doesn't know when it is and everything, and some random girl at the hospital tells her what happened to the school and stuff, and then Faith beats her up, takes her clothes so she can get out of there. And then it's Who Are You?, which is a really good episode. because I think it really shows how good of actresses both Sarah Michelle Gellar and Eliza Dushku are, because for me, they're both so iconic as Buffy and as Faith. And when they switch bodies, Sarah Michelle Gellar is totally Faith and Eliza Dushku is totally Buffy. It's good. Like, they're just such good actresses. Superstar, such a weird episode with Jonathan everywhere. I mean, I know that's the point, but it is kind of weird. New Moon Rising. Oz comes back for this episode, which is nice because it's like I miss Oz and I love him. But, you know, he like almost kills Tara, so that's not good. Primeval. I think this episode should have been the season finale because, I mean, at least the season finales for like season 1, season 2, and season 3 have all been so good and kind of epic in my opinion that Restless just doesn't really do it justice. Like Primeval to me was more season finale-ish because it was a great way for them to actually defeat Adam by Buffy, Willow, Xander, and Giles all coming together. Literally. Like I said, Restless for me was kind of anticlimactic and just didn't do much. I mean, and I do like Giles's dream when he goes to see Spike and he's like being paid to be a sideshow freak and all those pictures that he takes. I think it's really funny. My favorites for this season starts with Pangs. Now, I like this episode a lot, obviously because Angel is back. So anybody who's watched my first 3 seasons of Buffy reviews, you know how much I love Angel and Buffy together. So I also love this episode because it's like a Thanksgiving episode, and I really like the holidays, so it was really fun to see Buffy being so obsessed with having a perfect dinner and a perfect Thanksgiving. And Angel is there because he is trying to keep an eye on Buffy to make sure she's okay, since Doyle had a vision about her at the end of the episode before on Angel. Now everybody knows that he's there except for Buffy until the very end, which was quite funny too. My next favorite is Hush. I know like a lot of people like this episode, but it's for a good reason. I mean, it's actually pretty cool to see them not be able to use dialogue and they can only interact with physical movements. And you just hear the music, which to me, I mean, it's a really good episode. And also the gentlemen are pretty creepy. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but they kind of creeped me out. We also first meet Tara in this episode, and we see this first spark between her and Willow. A New Man is my next favorite. Ethan Rayne is back, so that's always one of my favorites. Giles gets turned into a demon by Ethan, which is funny. And this is our first mention of 3:14, introducing Adam as the big bad.